We're going to shift a little bit and jump into beer, but sometimes I'm a relatively emotional guy. I feel a lot of feelings, Cole, and something I'm just going to mention is I always find every time I sit down with somebody for these conversations, I just love having the discussion, and I'm just really just filled with gratitude. Just so all of you know, back there, Cole was probably, when I moved down here 3 years ago, I think Cole was the only brewer I knew potentially for like a year and a half. And he's always gone out of his way to for advice, for a sounding board. And he really is somebody that gives back in that regard. So I'm just super thankful. I'm really glad you made the time, and I'm just really enjoying myself so far. So anyways, yeah, man, I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So let's talk Oktoberfest. I mean, this is the season. The beers have already been out on the shelf. When did October? What is your Oktoberfest brand?
Franz.
When did Franz hit the store shelves?
I want to say it might have actually hit at the end of July.
There you go.
It's every year Oktoberfest season seems to creep up a little earlier and earlier.
But I mean, honestly, if people didn't want to be buying it, it wouldn't be hitting the store shelves at that point. You know what I mean? So it hits and it sells. So kind of diving into the style, there's kind of a two-pronged approach people can make with these fest style beers. They can make a little bit more golden versions or a little bit more amber versions. Can you kind of jump into your goal or vision with what Franz, your Oktoberfest beer, looks like for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, in modern brewing, Germany included, there are kind of two versions, right? There's your traditional Oktoberfest, which is really a Märzen served during Oktoberfest. Same style, different time of year.
Mm-hmm. And
then there's the fest beer, which is a little bit lighter, a little bit higher ABV. Instead of 5 to 5.5, it's 6 to 6.5. So it's got a little more kick. It's a little easier to go down. It's your party beer, your drinking beer. So those are kind of the two avenues you can go these days and kind of call it an Oktoberfest. With Franz, we went, and this was Jim Matt, our original head brewer. This is his recipe. I'm not going to take credit for any of this, other than keeping it alive this long. So this was his brainchild back in, when they first opened in 2013. Obviously, Cincinnati has a huge German heritage. We have the second largest Oktoberfest celebration in the world outside of Munich. So Oktoberfests are huge around here. Mm-hmm. Most craft brewers do one, and it's like oh, cool, yeah, Oktoberfest, that's that big German thing, right? It's a totally different thing here in Cincinnati. It is huge. And yeah, people are, licking their lips, waiting for the Oktoberfest season every year. And it never seems to come early enough. So, his vision for that beer was more of a traditional Oktoberfest Märzen style, a little bit darker, kind of like a light amber lager, 5.4% ABV, 20 BU, and that's kind of, traditional hopping, middle for tradition. We've kind of played around with a few of those noble varieties, but we've always kept it noble. And then just a really nice, complex, but drinkable malt bill.
Yeah.
A pale ale base, then with healthy doses of Care Munich, Munich 1, 2, and even a little Vienna, to just kind of get this really complex aroma and flavor profile of pretzel and, bread crust, and just kind of smooth, balanced,